here you have the instructions. So you know that patients in developing countries often don't receive the treatment, and there is a different reason for that. The first one is there is a discovery gap. So it's a lack in the research because there is not that much research on tropical diseases. The second one is a development gap because the drugs against neglected diseases aren't developed because it's not attractive enough for companies. They don't make big profit with that. And the third one is a delivery gap. When there is some medications, mostly they are too expensive because of the patents, and the people in the developing countries cannot get them. Okay? So you can choose one, and you will get a disease. Oh, and we will find out if you want to tell it. Yeah. Okay, you have it. So everybody has a disease, and we'll find out if you get cured or not. Yeah. So we can make a small.
Okay, I start maybe.
Perhaps we just short explain the disease.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have diabetes.
Yeah,
You can explain
I have
it.
diabetes, which is an illness which like many people around here have, and so here there are a lot of there's a lot of interest in research because like it's possible to earn a lot of money with diabetes medicines, with diabetes drugs. So I have kind of a good chance to get treatment.
So we'll see.
We'll try and see.
We'll try to like she had the 4 number 4, so it's like here number 4, and she has a good chance to get cured. But perhaps we first explain the other diseases. So which one we get? Also you have the Chagas disease. So it's a very hard disease with really bad symptoms and effects, and it's really deadly for children. And there is almost 10 million people who have it in America, South America, Latin America. And there is no cure for that. There is just medication to treat the symptoms. Okay? Then hypertension. So you know that it's high blood pressure. And it's interesting to see that in that case, for example, there is a World Hypertension League, there is a World Hypertension Day, and for this kind of disease, all the people from the medicine and the national societies are working together to cure it. You know?
I've got the malaria.
The malaria, so yes, there is different drugs against malaria, but they don't cure it. There is no vaccine for that. For example, for a long time, for the people in Africa, because 90% of the people who have malaria are in sub-Saharan Africa. There's a lot of children.
And it's a lot of resistances for the current malaria drugs. So those malaria drugs that are there usually stop working after a while, so there is need of new ones which are there.
And it's actually a bit the same problem with tuberculosis.
It's a common and often deadly infectious disease caused by microbacteria, and it's spread through the air, and when it's left untreated, it kills more than half of its victims. 1/3 of the world's population is thought to be infected, and 80% of those in Asian and African countries of the population of those countries test positive. The price of medications is extremely high, and those poor people in the developing world don't have access to the drugs.
Yes, and it's the same problem with the resistance. The first-line drugs are not enough because the tuberculosis is developing itself, and the new line of drugs are really too expensive for the people.
And what makes it even more dangerous is the high combination rate with AIDS, as it's one of the main AIDS-related illnesses, and for that, especially for those people with AIDS, it's highly dangerous, and especially also in sub-Saharan Africa, where we have many states with.
And we have the last. Yeah, this is it's really for you. It's erectile dysfunction, so I think I don't need to explain it. Okay? But as we can see, there is already a lot of medications for that in many different domains of the medicine. like suppositories, injectable medications, implants, vacuum devices like this pump in the picture. And there is also genetic research on that. So all the people in the medicine are taking care of your disease. So,
especially because of a lot of American men are.
Yeah, a lot of
are,
for example, just an example.
Victims. Yeah.
So I'm sure we will find out something. So we can start.
Okay.
You have
So I have coins.
You have coins. If you don't have, I will pick some. If you want to donate some, you can. It's not a big problem.
You can get them back and you can just take from there. So I try and see if I get treatment.
Yeah. It's diabetes. Yeah.
I
Very
get
fast.
treatment
Okay.
for diabetes. So
it's your turn.
next one.
Shagas? Oh wait, now. Shagas, you don't have that much chance, you know. we can try, but.
You might be lucky.
Oh, sorry. Not good chance. Which one you have? Hypertension. Hypertension? It's a good one. You're lucky. Chance, you can have the same chance for us. Because there is a lot of medication for that. Okay. Malaria. You can take shots.
Okay.
Whoa! You can have a good technique on that.
Lucky one.
I will give you a lot of research. You need the shots yourself. Okay, Christoph.
Oh, the erectile dysfunction.
Okay. A lot of possibility, but sometimes.
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
Right.
Got it.
Tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis, so
This is a tough one.
yeah, it's a tough one.
Oh yeah. No way.
I'm really sorry. But
I can go pray for myself.
you can here we don't like the people to stay without treatment, so we will.
Yes.
Oh, great.
You will be cured from
This is
that.
very healthy, right?
Yeah, it's very healthy. What's diabetes?
Me. Take two.
You sure you will die?
I had one before, that's what I like.
Okay, that was a reason. You take one and then you try. If it's easier. My guess. Okay, so thank you for playing the game.